Welcome back to Dephemerember. It is prompt number 14, the 24th of December, Christmas Eve. Today's prompt is photo frame and steampunk butterfly. I love me some steampunk. Nice grunge, crazy looking animals. The photo frame I've got a great idea for. And today we're working in my giant art journal. Let me see if I can. There we go. It's big. This thing is 12 by 8.5. So it's very large. The paper is Bristol board, so it's nice and sturdy. It's very thick cardstock, and it's very good for acrylics, for layering. There's a lot of exercises in here, and this is the page that we're going to use. Here's one of my spreads. And here's the first collage I did with a Vogue model and some stenciling. Anyway, this is my art journal, one of them. And we're going to put in some steampunk butterflies. Make sure it's in frame. Yes. First of all, we need to make some butterfly components. I'm going to pull out some book pages, everybody's favorite, or at least mine. And I've got my stencils. Remember this stencil from my first video. I found my 12 by 12 stencil. I bought one from the Crafter's Workshop. I haven't even used this one yet. And then I have a compass rose that's kind of steampunk-ish. It could be some grungy texture, and then everybody's favorite, or at least one of mine, numbers and letters. So that one's good. We're going to layer papers. We're going to layer. And what I'm going to do is make a series of stencils. I'm going to stencil on the book pages and then cut them out and assemble a butterfly from that. We'll start there and then continue on. And I'll be back to get my stamps. Okay. So I've recently bought some purple ink pads. And these are not permanent, but I'm not going to paint over the top of them. I'll glue them down with a glue stick. First, I want to try making one with the compass rose, because I just love that shape. And I'm actually going to make it at a diagonal because I'm a rebel. Everyone else always puts stuff up, straight up and down. And I always wonder why. Can't they do it at an angle once in a while? This almost looks like ultramarine blue or phthalo blue. This doesn't look very purple, but it's probably the paper background too. Okay, we need 2 of these. Sorry, I'll move this up in frame after I reposition. So this is going to be the top part of the butterfly wings. And we're going to go two-tone. Do the paler purple for the bottom part. And I'm going to use this cog for the bottom part of the wings. This one looks more purple than the other one. All right. There we go. Okay. So the idea is I'm going to glue them down and then draw around them in a butterfly shape and then add a body. However, the other part of the prompt is a photo frame. And I did some gel printing yesterday, and this is the edge of my paper. I did my 12 by 12 gel plate, and I have this beautiful border left over, and I'm going to use this to border my page. I'm doing just this page. We'll do the other one for the garden. So I'm going to cut this up and shorten it a little bit, and that goes down first. Move these out of the way so they don't get messed up. Over here. When working in an art journal, always protect your other pages. I've always got some wax paper on hand. And I'm going to glue this down with my tacky clear gel tacky glue. This is freezer paper. I use it for gel printing because then my white table won't get dirty. So it's going to need more than just a glue stick to make it adhere. And I don't even think matte medium will work very well. This background page is simply done with acrylic paint and acrylic ink splatters and tinted gesso. I put a little bit of acrylic ink in the gesso. This is very rough. It's not sticky like acrylic paint. It's not shiny like acrylic paint gets. So this is gesso. Then this is simply some gray ink stamps. I just used one of those daubers in my gray ink. And it looks like I'm going to lose some of those dots, but that's okay. And this goes to show that nothing goes to waste. This was just my cleanup paper. It was protecting my table from my gel plate that was in the middle. And when I picked up my gel plate, I looked at that and it's like, oh, I know what I'm going to do with that, because I knew this prompt was coming up. And here is that corner. We can even extend it a little bit. And on this, I quite often put some, if I'm going to paint, I will put some tape down. Looks like I didn't do it here, but usually there's a white edge. But you'll see there's paint all over this ring binder. Let's see if this works better if I put the glue on the paper instead of the other way around. You can get closer to the edge rather than just guessing. Now, who said that steampunk can't be colorful? You know, most steampunk you see, it's a lot of copper, brass, dark, grungy. Well, mine is a little more joyful. Still grungy, but colorful with it. There we go. It's only three-sided, but it'll do. All right. We can even just kind of put him down. Waste not, want not. Let's see if the glue stick will work or help a little bit. Seems to help. All right, somewhere. Got my rewards card to spread the glue. I don't know where I got a rewards card. I don't think I've ever gotten any kind of rewards from Walgreens. Sponge. And you can clean, this is a damp sponge. Since this is mostly acrylic, or actually all acrylic, you can use a damp sponge on it. It won't hurt anything. Okay. I'll give it a minute. have it overlapping because I think it's bigger. It's going to be bigger than the frame anyway. This. Gonna just kind of lightly tack it down because we'll adjust it. Make sure these two will be touching. I guess we'll put it up a little bit to be touching that. I should have used some smaller sprockets for the bottom part, but we've already done our thing, so this will be fine. And now I need to remember where my Posca pens are. I've got my black and white handy, but I don't know where my colors are. But we'll use black to begin with. Whoops, don't write on that. Okay. So this is a Posca pen, acrylic. I only have the basic 8 colors. I don't think I even have purple. And we're going to outline and make a shape of the butterfly. Partially. Whoops. And this is an art journal. Blanky is the name of the game. I want to make it into a scissor tail, or swallowtail, sorry. Come on. And whoops, that's kind of small. May not be able to use. Okay. And we're going to cut out the body of the. Actually, I'm going to use some colored paper. Need some purple, maybe, or some magenta. Why not? I like the magenta better. I'm just going to cut the head. This might be a fat butterfly, we'll see. Maybe we'll make him into a moth. A moth would be very steampunk now, wouldn't it? Oh, he's not big enough. Yeah, he is. I'll wait till you see what I've got for eyes. Then I have these Steampunk cogs. I need 2 of the same size and the same color. There we go. For eyeballs. Get out of there. Okay. There we go. And let them go together. Get that together. Now we're going to do some shading, make him look 3-dimensional. There we go. Come on. I want the dark lines to really show up. And I'm sitting at this at an angle so that you can see it. And I cannot see. Let's see if we can just get on. There we go. I was going to put the little cogs at the very end, but since this one's going through the, I figured I'd move them up so that we can have both sides. There we go. There's our steampunk butterfly. And I found some, I like this stone texture on this dog hair. I like the stone texture, so I'm going to use it here and there with my gray ink just to break up some of the purple. It'll be subtle. You should be able to see it. Let's move that over. There. And move it up in the corner here. Oh, I like that. Let's give him some texture. Right there. Get the black out. There we go. It looks like a tire tread. That's all right. Let's do this one here. There. Okay. Am I finished? There is the steampunk butterfly with a frame. It might not be a photo frame, but it's a frame. There. In my art journal. So tune in tomorrow when we use the other page for a mechanical garden. So this was photo frame and steampunk butterfly. Whoops. And tomorrow will be double tag and mechanical garden. Probably heavy emphasis on the mechanical garden, because you gave me a steampunk as a prompt and I'm going to run with it. All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you.